What's up, guys? It is Muscarello from Side Hustle Experiment. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm a mid six-figure Amazon seller. I sell online arbitrage products. I also do books. And in this video, I'm going to cover exactly how much I spent in the month of February and how I missed my goal by $15,000, which is not good. But I'm going to kind of walk you through why this happened, what I learned from it, what you guys can learn from it, how I'm going to move forward from it, and yeah, I hope you find this valuable. If you're into ways to make money on Amazon, please subscribe to the channel. That's what we talk about here, and please like the video. Let's just get into it. So in February, I wanted to spend $1,000 a day buying products, and I failed greatly. Like I said, I only spent about $12,500, missed by, I don't know, what did I do the math? Almost 16,000. I think I said 15 something before. And yeah, it sucked. I did more sales than I did in January, so that was good. I ordered a lot of stuff late, so I will have a good March. So what happened? So there are a couple things that happened here that I didn't account for. And you know what? That's kind of how business goes, especially when you're, not that I'm just getting started, but I'm making big changes. So what happened? So here are a couple things that happened. So number one, I lost the helper. So I did have someone who was helping me sort the books, list the books, and all that stuff. And it just wasn't working out the way I wanted it to. I thought that it would make things easier, actually, because I was going to switch to every other week doing books. And that was another big problem. I didn't do what I said I was going to do. And when you own your own business, it's all on you. So you have to live with the consequences. But I'll get into that in a second. But yeah, so basically it's back to just being me. I was like, oh, no big deal. But I realized that this business has morphed into more than one person could practically do by themselves. Like, yeah, if I just had to do books and eBay and stuff, yeah, it'd be easy to do, but I'm trying to get out of that and do mostly online arbitrage. So that was number one, the helper. So transitioning, trying to figure stuff out without them. Number two, I didn't do what I said I was going to do. I said I was going to get books every other week and do OA for those weeks. And the main driver why this didn't happen was because I didn't prepare myself for what was going to happen with my Amazon book sales and my eBay sales. So basically both of them went down. I wouldn't say drastically, but it was basically not good. And it was because I didn't list items. I wasn't sending books to Amazon. I was just listing old eBay listings, so relisting them because I wasn't adding anything new. And you know what? I should have prepared myself for that. I should have been like, listen, your sales are going to go down. But the reason they're going down is because you're going to do online arbitrage. My online arbitrage sales were much higher, obviously. And the margins on the online arbitrage last month were like 18%, which is kind of low, but I liquidated a lot of inventory that were bad buys from like kind of rookie buying mistakes, some Christmas stuff that never sold. So I got rid of all that stuff, so that really brought the ROI down. And the combination of that just kind of like freaked me out. It was like, oh my God, like, what are you going to do? Like, and so I was like, oh, I got to do books again. Like, that's the easiest way to do to like keep it going. But what I really should have done was just been like, you know what? Take a little breath and be like, you know what? This is how it's supposed to be. You're trying to phase this out. You gotta realize that sales are going to go down in those cases, and OA sales are going up. So look at that. Number three, I actually got a lot of stuff set up that took a lot of time. I hired a prep center that I'll be working with a lot, hopefully. They sent out the first shipment. Everything looks like it went well. So I'm going to have to start sending them more stuff. So as a solution to the helper, instead of selling all the books on Amazon, I made a video about this. I'm going to start wholesaling books. I'm working with a company that will help me do that. So instead of listing everything on Amazon, there are people who want to buy Gaylords full of books that are already good for Amazon FBA or merch fulfilled. So what this is going to do, it's going to save a lot of time. I don't have to list the books. I don't have to reprice. I don't have to deal with any of that bullshit, really. I just have to scan the books. I will do eBay. And yeah, deal with the dud buyers. So that happened this week. That was something that really held things up as well, because getting that software set up, now that's hard to get set up, but it was more getting it set up, making sure it's working. Like seeing how much money or less money I'm going to be making on the book versus if I were to do it myself. The setup of the table and the dumper and where to put stuff was kind of messed up, because obviously now the wholesale, everything has to be boxed and put on a pallet. So much different, but I'm really hopeful for next week. I am getting books to see how it works. I think I have some good things in place, and that will really determine how I move forward with the books. But yeah, so that was that. Number 4, I didn't stick to the spending goal. Obviously, I want to do 1,000, and I'm kind of mixed on this one. Even though I didn't spend 1,000, I didn't spend 1,000 stupidly. So it's just kind of like, well, you didn't spend the money, you didn't hit the goal. That's bad. But it probably would have been even worse if I spent that money on inventory that really wasn't that good. Part of the issue that was driving the issues finding stuff were figuring in the cost of the prep center. So the prep center is going to cost me like $1 per item, probably like $1.05, $1.10, depending on what needs to happen. And so adding that extra dollar on, knocks some stuff out. The prep center isn't a tax-free state, so that will help in some aspects. But one of the bigger drivers is a lot of my replens would not ship to the prep center, because I guess Walmart, Target don't have fulfillment centers out there. It's shipping there doesn't make any sense. So I would continue to order those items here. So this is something that I'm going to have to balance and figure out just as things go. So as of right now, I am kind of going to do like the stuff that will only be shipped here, and I will ship them everything else. And eventually they'll probably phase out those replenishables that can only be sent here. This way they will all go to the prep center. And then, yeah, I would just say that was probably the biggest driver, was basically me not doing what I said I was going to do. And it's just, that's how it goes sometimes in business. Like if you're on your own thing, it's not like I could go to my boss and be like, well, I got busy. Like I set some other stuff up for us that's going to be beneficial. They're like, okay, like that's good. Like, yeah, we'll get this other stuff done. Like, no, like it doesn't work like that when you work for yourself. But the good news is I somewhat have a plan moving forward. I know what to expect, that, book sales are going to be down. Same with eBay. I am also thinking about maybe partnering with someone to sell all my eBay items on consignment. And we would split it. I don't know if I'll go that route yet. eBay is just super, super time consuming. So that's definitely something I'm going to play around with. And I think that's what it really comes down to, is you have to know how much time everything takes. So for me, it was just like, okay, think like logically to yourself, like, why do you think you could do everything that you did prior with a helper without them? And yeah, there's some stuff to be said, like maybe it is possible, but in this case, it's not. And not only did I think I could do that, but I thought I could do online arbitrage really well on top of that. So I guess that was number 5. You know what? The time, right? I didn't put in the time for online arbitrage. I would do it in the morning, but then, I was going to say I'm not doing anything books until I spend $1,000. And then I wasn't able to spend like $1,000. I spent maybe like, I don't know, $300, $400, $500. I'm like, well, I got to do these books because more are coming. And you know what? That I have to get over that because that is not where the business is going or that I want it to go. So I did make some adjustments with the wholesale and stuff like that. But yeah, it's going to probably have to be every other week. With the wholesale, though, if I do wholesale, well, I am doing wholesale for the books, but if I do outsource to eBay, then there's a very good chance I will hire someone to just scan the books, because one of the things that was holding us up with the books is whether it should go merchant fulfilled, FBA. Yeah, we have trigger set, but like a lot of stuff, I don't know. It's hard to explain, but it just wasn't working. I would have to go through them all again. So the wholesale of books makes things a lot easier and just put stuff aside with no barcodes. Most of the stuff that has barcodes, that don't have barcodes, are valuable for eBay and they just look old. So those go in a separate bin. I could catch those myself, but then it would require training someone else. So all that being said, I gotta look at the positives. My sales were up in for Amazon. I hired a prep center. I got a wholesale book thing set up, which I think will be really, really good for me. It will just be pretty much upfront cash for books. And I look at it too as like, all right, yeah, it's less than what I get on Amazon. But we all know, like, all the books we send it to Amazon, they all don't make it there. They get damaged, they get lost, the price tanks. So, yeah, I'll be making less money, but now all that stuff is someone else's problem. So, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at, guys. Kind of wanted to give you an update. I wanted to do a video on Wednesday. It just didn't happen. It's just been crazy. But, yeah, still here. Hope you guys are doing well. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments what you've been up to. How do you handle like bouncing different things? It's definitely very, very tricky and hard to do in my opinion. And I will see you guys in the next video.